Hello, it's time for another Facebook Live. I'm just going to while I'm waiting for y'all to join me, get this shared to my group in case somebody is looking for it there. Hey, Betty. I realized I need to put my sentiment on a block, so I'll do that too while I'm waiting for my computer to, there we go. Hopefully you're having a good week. Betty, I hope your house is back to normal now. Goodness. All right, just getting a block for my sentiment. So I forgot to do that. Oh, here we go. Share this to my group. And then we'll be ready to start. While I'm waiting for this to actually work, there we go. These are has cold water but no hot. Oh my goodness, Betty. That's terrible. That's been going on way too long for you. I'm so sorry. These are the cards I made the last 2 weeks. This was a recorded one, and so there really weren't any comments on that, and then this was the live one from last week. So I went ahead and just drew names from the live video last week, so I will announce at the end, if I can remember, who won both of those cards. All right, let me just hit post. Okay, so tonight, hey Allison, we are playing with, of course, if you know me, you know this is going to be one of my favorites. This is the Best Butterflies bundle. So this is the stamp set. And it's more of a bold. I've been sharing some other cards I made with it this week. It's a bold butterfly. It's not your, intricate, delicate butterflies. It's definitely a bold one. But I love it. Of course, I love everything butterflies. And then the dies that go with it will cut out the different butterfly. It's kind of hard to tell, but these are separate. So it will cut out the different stamped butterfly images, or you can use these two together, and this will, I don't think I have any cards where I've done that. I should make some. This will cut out those little shapes, and you can use those together and just cut out of paper, a patterned butterfly wings. So that's what those are. And I have gotten to where as soon as I open my die set, I trace around them with an ink pen. That way I know how they will all fit back on here. So if I've taken a bunch of them off to do something, I know exactly where they go. But tonight, we're just going to use this die right here. So it's just an intricate cut die. You don't do any stamping with it. It's just a cut out. That's what we're going to use. And I cut them. I've already pre-cut those just in the interest of time. And that's what, it may be a little bit hard to see, but that's vellum here on the top of these other butterflies. Now the other thing we're using, and this is, I've been trying to pair some new stuff and some retiring stuff. So these are called, let me get the right name, Butterflies and Flowers Layering Decorative Masks. Now I did not check today when I got all this stuff ready. I think I checked yesterday and they were still available. But it's just a whole series of masks. So these ones are kind of background ones. So just some fun backgrounds. Which I hate that they're getting rid of all these because I haven't even played with them that much. And then there are some that make, so here's some flower ones. So it's got one that has more open space that would be like your background of the flower, and then this has less open space, so it would be your accents to your flower, and then you can put those together. There's this one that's flowers. I don't think they go with that. I guess you could put them with that one. You could put these two together probably. And some leaves. And then the one that we're going to use, oh, maybe that goes with that. Yeah, those two go together. But the one we're going to use is, of course, butterflies. So same thing, you have an open butterfly and then a detailed butterfly. And so you just layer them together with some ink and you end up with something like this. So that's what's in the background of our butterflies. All right, and I will, as always, put the dimensions on my blog when I'm done here. And then next week, somebody will win this card. All right. So I don't have any of the masking paper yet from Stampin' Up. I keep forgetting to order it, but I have these Post-its that are full sticky all over. So first, we're going to take this butterfly. Now, the reason I'm using these, not only do they help hold, but you do not want that flower when you're doing this other, and you don't want this butterfly down here either. So it kind of helps hold it, and it covers up what you don't want inked. Okay, so I'm using Petal Pink. And I've got my blending brush, and this is my pinks one. I don't clean them out every time. You can rinse them out and they come almost completely clean. But there's no color coming off on this. But I will have to be sure I do both of the Petal Pink backgrounds before I go in and add my Flirty Flamingo accents. So I'm just going to start. And I always start off my paper so you don't have these harsh lines. And you just do this as much and as little as you want. So like I said, this is Petal Pink. And I'm kind of holding it too because I don't trust the Post-it notes to hold it. Oops, see, I didn't ink that one off well enough. I got a little splotchy there. That's all right. No two butterflies will be the same. Make sure we get around the edge here so you have a good definition of this butterfly. Add some more in the middle. All right. I think that will be good. So I'm going to, let's do this one since there's one on the top. Lift this up a little bit while I'm still holding it down here so I can see. Oh yeah, that looks good. So now I can lift the whole thing up, and I want my next butterfly down here. And he's, again, these were big butterflies, so they won't fit completely on the card. All right, so same thing. Try not to make any blotches on this one, but no promises. And if there are blotches, it's fine. Like I said, no two butterflies are going to be the same. Trying to figure out where. I'm going to move that over here. That might help. I want to be sure I hold this so it doesn't move on me. Make sure I get on the edge again. Oh yeah, I got a little bit on the edge on that one, didn't I? Hey Nancy, welcome. Oh, we probably better stop on this one. He's getting dark, isn't he? All right, again, let's lift up our top. Oh yeah, he's looking good. All right, so now we are done with the Petal Pink, so let's put that away. And not that it matters because this is a lighter one, but I'm just going to rub it out a little bit. All right, so now we're going to go back. Let's take our Post-its off of this part. Now we're going to go back and put our detailed one over And you can see through it, so I'm just trying to make sure it looks like it's even on the sides. And I don't think, yeah, there's nothing over the antenna. There's no opening on the antennas. And then this time I want to be sure I don't get anything on my card down here, because we're going to do that in a minute. All right, so now we're going to get our Flirty Flamingo. Tap it off and then just go over this. And we're just adding accents to our butterfly now. Ooh, it's going to be pretty. And you could do this with any two colors that you liked together. Oh, you could make some really, really pretty blue butterflies. I might have to play with this some more before it goes away. So I think I mentioned, but these masks are retiring. They're in the current spring mini catalog. Okay, that's looking good. Let's see. Let's pull just this top up and see how that looks. Oh yeah, that looks good. All right, pull the rest of it up. And now we're ready to position this on our lower butterfly. Hopefully you can kind of see what I'm doing. So again, I'm just kind of watching and making sure, this time I want to make sure the top and the bottom look like they have equal. Oh, I may have to put another one there because I don't want to get, oh, I don't need this one. He can go up here. I don't want to get it on that part of the card because I might get kind of crazy with it and get it everywhere. So you can see it's got like equal distance on both sides. Okay. And I don't think I mentioned, but when you're done with all of this, you can just wash this off. You can just take it and run it under some water. Use a baby wipe if you're not near a sink. Ooh, this one's getting really pretty. Now I'm going to have to go try this with some blues or greens. Oh, that new Tahitian Tide, our new in color. Oh, that would be pretty. All right, let's get a little bit more on the outside. Okay, let's see. I think this is good, but let's pull it up and see. Oh yeah, that looks good. All right, get all my sticky stuff out of the way. And there you go. Isn't that pretty? Oh, that's fun. Okay, while we've got this ink out, I have just a strip of Petal Pink. And I've got, says All the Love. And I'm just going to stamp it towards the end. There we go. All right, now we're ready to put all this together. So this guy, got my scissors. I should probably cut this with my trimmer just so I know that that end is straight. There we go. And then the other end, I will cut. Just make a little snip in the middle and then from each corner. So I'm just kind of banner. And I don't know how wide this is. It might go in one of our tag punches, but I think it's a little bit too wide for that. There we go. All right, so now we have our pieces. Here are our vellum butterflies that I die cut. And a piece of Flirty Flamingo. And then our card base is Petal Pink. So now we are just ready to put all this together. Oh, I forgot my embellishments. One moment. So I thought the champagne rhinestones looked good with this. And I'm getting low on them. I need to order some more. Okay. So I'm going to, oops, try not to lose everything. So you'll put your white, your pretty butterflies will go on your Flirty Flamingo piece. Come on. Well, it doesn't want to behave tonight, does it? I don't know what its problem is. There we go. All right, so Flirty Flamingo. And this is just a small border just to offset it. I like it when they have different widths of borders. I just like that. Not everybody may like that. You could make it all uniform if that's your preference. That would be just fine. So this will go on our petal pink, and I'm just putting these both down flat. Oh, you know what I forgot? I forgot to stamp the polka dots. I thought there's something missing. I stamped polka dots all over it. So we will see if we can still do that. This will be interesting. I'm still trying to get back in the swing of things after being out of town all weekend. We had a long weekend. My niece, one of my nieces got married in Kansas. And I'm stamping this off so they're not too dark. I probably didn't need to put any there because my sentiment's going to go there. But it just kind of gives it a little more depth. Not quite so stark white. Let's put one over there. Maybe one more here. There we go. That looks better. So we drove up Friday. It's usually a 7-hour drive, but Michael and his wife had car trouble, and so we ended up having to go help them. And so it took us about 11 and a half hours to get there. So it was a long day, but it was a beautiful weekend. It was great to see family. We had a great time. All right, I'm grabbing my dimensionals. So I put this up on dimensionals. So I'll just put a couple on the back here. And I put it all the way to the edge of the white. So it still has that Flirty Flamingo between it and the card base. And now we just need our butterflies. And there was another reason to put those embellishments on there. So I can use my glue dots. Where are they? There they are. And just put a glue dot in the middle. I think I'm going to put, no, I'm just going to put one in the middle of this butterfly. And then you just stick him on the middle there. And then this guy, same thing. So I'm just kind of putting it up to the top part of his body. And you can kind of see those, although they're really not bad. But if you put champagne rhinestones over the top of them, then you can't see them at all. So I'm going to get my Take Your Pick tool. Because I love this for rhinestone especially. I may have to put a new putty in pretty soon. So I'm going to take one big one and put it at the top of each. Like that. Try to make sure I'm staying in. That was kind of glary. And then two little ones underneath of that. Oh, those are really shimmering in the light. For me, I don't know how shimmery they are for you, but they're really catching the light. Well, now I'm looking at them. There we go. All right, get that away, and we're done. That is it. So there is our pink butterflies. So this one I colored a little bit darker. This one is lighter. I kind of like the boldness of that one. But there you go. There's our butterflies for tonight. Thank you, ladies. I'm glad you like them. I had fun doing them. Of course, you know I love anything with butterflies. And again, next week I will do a drawing and somebody will win this card that we made. Last week, I actually remembered. So 2 weeks ago, we made this card, and this was just with Memories and More cards and some ribbon and cardstock. That was it. Very easy. And some little embellishments. But this is not stamped. It's just a Memories and More card put on a card base. And so the winner of this is Jackie. So I will get that sent to her. And then last week we used Flowing Flowers, which is going away, and then a new die cut. And this paper is going away also, which last I checked it was still available. And the winner of this is Nancy. So Nancy, I will get that to you. All right, well, thank you so much for joining me, ladies. I'm glad you enjoyed them, and I hope that you will play with some masks. I'll have to go and play more with the flowers now, too, or some of the background ones. Ooh, you could do some fun stuff with the background. Like, you could make a whole, like this one. Oh, this would be pretty. You could make a whole background of flowers, and then put some cut-out butterflies on top of it. Oh, I might have to do that. That's what happens when I start creating like this, and I think of other things I want to play with. There's just not enough hours in the day. I need to retire so I have more time to craft. All right. Well, thank you, and I will see you next week. Bye.